How is it going, YouTube? It is another day and another video back on the toys today. So today it is another Turtles toy. You're probably going to see a fair few of these over the next sort of several days, just because I've got quite a few to go through, and I kind of feel like maybe I'll go through some of these before I maybe do some of the other lines, such as Ghostbusters and Mask and things like that. Maybe some Thundercats and whatnot. But yeah, fair few chunk of Turtles bits to go through for your turtle viewing pleasure. So this is the Cheapskate, which I would say is an absolutely iconic vehicle. Definitely one that crops up loose all the time. Like, it's so common. I see it so much. But I don't see a huge amount of the Hero Turtles boxed ones. If I do see them boxed, I see millions of them loose, but if I do see them boxed, they're normally Ninja Turtles. But this, as I said, was mine as a child. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I was a slightly odd child in that I used to play with my toys and then put them back in the boxes again, mainly because I had an uncle who basically told me that you should really look after your stuff, because one day you'll be really grateful for it, and and it may be worth some money. And so I always did. It just, that kind of, those words stuck in my head, and I always did. And I'm really grateful for it, because I think that's what's kind of triggered my toy collecting, my addiction to toy collecting, and it's made me just love, just love these pieces. And I'm glad that I have them, that I didn't lose them over time, and that they still come along with me. So let's flip this round. You can kind of see the things now. Mine hasn't. I don't think mine's got the inserts in there. You can hear him sort of rattling around in there. But the box is in absolutely lovely condition, really, for the age. You can see that the tape was just cut on the bottom there. Let's turn it round to the back. I'm not actually too sure, other than the logo, was the box any different to the US version? I'm not sure. I don't know if this back would have been any different. I'd assume it would probably be the same. But obviously it shows you at the bottom there, you can see some of the other vehicles, so you can see the blimp. I never actually had the blimp as a kid, and it was one that I always really wanted. Some friends of mine had it, and I remember us going over to their house, me taking my figures and playing with it. And I remember that about a week later, they told me that they popped it, which was absolutely gutting. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to find a boxed one of those, but yeah, it wasn't one that I had as a kid, but one that I did always want. We've got the foot ski. I think I've already done a video on that one already. We've got the party wagon, which I will do a video on later. We've got I think that's called the Knucklehead. Yeah, it is the Knucklehead. There we go, at the top. Attack and grab mechanical monster. Footgriffs und Fang Machine. Is that German or something like that? And then we've got this one, which is the Turtle Trooper, which was the parachute. So pretty cool. And then if we scroll up, we can see the figure. So this has got Raphael on it, and it's got this awesome little feature where this foot springs forward, and essentially is meant to boot your figure. So if you can kind of see in the picture there, look, it's giving the foot soldier a kick up the old and yeah. And then it also comes with this sort of bit that they grip onto. I'm not sure. I think when I normally see this, I think that piece is normally missing, to be fair. It also comes with a flag as well. I think this flag sometimes is missing. Like I say, you do see so many of these crop up. It's just such a common thing, I guess, because it was probably fairly cheap to buy as a vehicle for your Turtles figures, that probably they just made absolutely stacks of them and loads of people had it. But nevertheless, it's still pretty cool. And I myself am a big fan of skateboarding. I absolutely love it. I still don't get to do it as much as I used to when I was a kid, but I still try and go for a little skateboard every now and then now. And I'm all right. I kind of hold my own a little bit, but yeah, but this always kind of resonated with me a little bit when I was a kid, because I used to love skateboarding, and normally I think it was Mikey that would normally ride the skateboard, but I think obviously in this instance they opted to have Raphael on the board. But Raphael, oddly, was actually my favourite turtle out of the four, so for me that kind of worked, because it was the cool thing of the skateboarding, and also the fact that Raphael was my favourite one. So that is it. So that is the the Hero Turtles Cheapskate from the UK. So yeah, As always, please, please, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye for now.